Superman 1983-7 here. Bill C-30. Everybody knows what this is if you are in Canada. And, Toews, however you want to pronounce his name. I guess there's two ways to pronounce it. But anyway, I'm going to call him Toews because it really doesn't matter, that old prick. Anyway. Alright. Anonymous is doing a really good job. Alright? And the media is kind of suppressing the message that Anonymous is trying to get across. Alright? When Anonymous broke into the OPAC website, alright, and released all the username and passwords for most of the police force, alright, the media took that as, they're kind of straying away from the original subject and what's trying to get across and why we don't want this bill. But I have to tell people, on the other hand, that that is not what happened, alright? All they did, alright, all Anonymous did was show that if you want privacy, if a company wants privacy, or if a sect of government wants privacy, alright, they can get it, alright? They have no qualms with telling people that they can't go places, alright? But when it comes to personal privacy, me, you, and whoever else lives in Canada, they don't need a warrant to go in and find it out, alright? They don't need that stuff, alright? They just, this bill passes, they can go in and take whatever they want. Now, Toews said, it's no different than a phone book, alright? And that's already been proven completely and utterly false, because as most people will tell you who's in the IT industry or even have a slight fucking clue on what's going on in the internet world, will tell you that it's not a name and a phone number that you get. It's transaction history, personal information, phone numbers, credit cards, where you live, where you work, all that stuff. Skype chats, anything. What I'm doing right now and anything I can do on my computer is completely recorded, alright? And they tell the ISP company that they have to come up with the software that we have to pay for, alright, so they can govern this, alright? So if we get a price hike, all our privacy is lost in the online community, alright? And they don't find a problem with that. So so the UPAC, or the OPAC website, what they do, okay, well, they took all their personal information, which is exactly what they want to do to us, alright? Now, I don't know if the media gets it, or if they're just missing the premise of, this encounter that Anonymous gave to the OPAC. But all it was is, you don't want your information, your personal information, your private information touched by anybody else without your permission. Correct? Obviously, the answer is correct. We don't either. We want to have complete and utter control over privacy. All right. Now, obviously, you can go in and they can put in spy bots to find out who's Google searching what IP address is looking for stupid stuff, right? What website that IP address is going to, stuff like that. All right. Find that out. All right. And if there's any threat or harm that these people may be looking for, gross and things that people shouldn't be looking into because it's just disgusting, alright, then you have premise to look for something, right? You have just cause to say, this person might be looking at things they're not supposed to be looking at and what we don't want them to be seeing, alright? So then you can get a warrant to go in and check their certain IP address, alright? Like you've been doing all along, and thus far been working pretty well, alright? Now, Toews, you don't tell the entire Canadian government that if we don't go for this bill, because it's ridiculous, all right? You just took the whole premise of free speech and personal space and threw it out the window and said, what, if you don't go along with this C-30 bill, you're all pretty much pedophiles in my eyes, all right? First, you need to apologize to everyone, every Canadian, and you need to tell us that, I was wrong in saying that. And that the bill you're proposing to set across Canada is completely and utterly ridiculous. You need to come up with a new way of handling this, alright? Now, there's things that have to be taken back, have to be built back up from scratch, and there's things that can be worked upon. Obviously, C-30 can't be worked upon, alright? So take it back to scratch. Get your idiots that you pay hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, alright, to come up with a different plan, alright? Come up with a different plan that will actually help the citizens of Canada, alright? And not put them in a place where they feel threatened, or they feel like they have to watch their every move, or that they don't even have to feel that way, that not even just their every move, that at any point in time, if I'm having a personal conversation with my girlfriend over Skype because she's away and I want to have a little one-on-one time with her, I'm not having a couple perverts up in up in Congress or Parliament, sitting back and playing with themselves because I'm having some one-on-one time with my girlfriend. That, sir, is not allowed. All right, and I'm not like I don't live away from my girlfriend, but I might soon. And I don't want that stuff going on. And I don't want this bill going on. So you and the rest of the provincial or the parliament need to get your shit together, all right? You need to come up with better ideas, all right? Don't come up with the first idea and just because people don't grab onto it, fight for it. Because it's a stupid idea. If it's a good idea, guess what will happen, all right? Yes, the citizens of Canada will go along with it, and they'll understand why this needs to be implemented. But right now, and as you know in the news coverage, Toews, you're an idiot. Your proposed plan on Bill C-30 is completely and utterly preposterous, and it invades so much personal space, it's ridiculous. All right? You, my friend, and everybody in the government need to reevaluate your idea on how to handle this certain situation. And this is not it. Anyway, Superman 1983, 7, and yeah, I'm out. Peace.